Welcome to the What's Your Ceiling podcast. We're your hosts, Monte, Wyatt, and Paul Scieszinski. Wherever you are in life, there is a higher ceiling. This podcast is how you become aware of it and how to take action to push through it. It's time to discover your ceiling. Welcome to episode 1 of What's Your Ceiling podcast. We are excited to be here with you. I'm Monte Wyatt.
Paul Scieszinski.
And we are here to help you break through your ceiling. And just want to start off today, we are so excited to have this podcast because What's Your Ceiling is all about getting to recognize and have awareness of where you're at in your health, family, and business and what you need to push through that.
Monty, absolutely. To be an achiever, the definition of an achiever is achieve a specified level of success, which means everybody has a certain level, what they feel that their success is. And then sometimes you decide, you know what, I want to go to another level of success. And breaking through that ceiling takes awareness. And getting back, I think it all starts with your health. You got to have health. And you need a good, stable, whether it's your personal or your family, stable life. And then it comes to business or your personal finances. It's really important that all comes together to one. And that's the ultimate achiever, in my opinion. If you can put all three of those together and breaking through those ceilings, that's an ultimate achiever. And, you know, we all go through issues, and I think we all do. And you've been around the country, as a lot of people don't know. Monte has worked with executives all over the United States, helping them build their companies. And we have coming up in one of our podcasts down the road, he worked with a guy who went from 0 to over 32 million and is going over 50 million. So we're going to have fun, and this is going to be a great journey.
You know, you brought up the word achiever, and we want you, our audience, to be an achiever. And so we're going to refer to you as the achiever or an achiever, because we not only are going to learn from this, we're going to continue to grow and achieve, but we want you to continue to break through your ceiling as we go through each of these areas. And to help us get started, I want to share a few things that keep people from breaking through ceilings. And so I'm going to share 5 things that keep people from breaking through their ceiling. Number 1 is that we're fearful of something new. We're comfortable. Paul, have you ever known anybody that's gotten comfortable over something?
Absolutely. I've seen people as they get older and they reach a certain success and they get comfortable. They don't want to go through that pain again of getting where they are now. They know to go through the next ceiling, it's going to take a little pain.
Yeah, and so many people love where they're at, and so they stay where they're at. They don't break through that next ceiling. So number 1 is they're fearful of something new. Number 2 is we're actually in denial that we have something to change or need to change something. You know, when I think of denial, it's we aren't recognizing we have a blind spot. We have a blind spot of not being able to accomplish something because of how I treat others or how I think. So how about a blind spot that you've seen in people?
Oh, absolutely. I think when you find you run into a roadblock, sometimes you'll set back and deny the fact that maybe you ought to do something, learn to go to the next level. And what you do is you do something comfortable. You might get on, read an email, or you might go to YouTube, or you may go to some level of comfort. And so you're in a denial period of finding comfort instead of breaking through that barrier, which is an awareness, which reaches a ceiling.
And all of this is about awareness. So you got to have awareness to break through that blind spot that we have. So 5 reasons why people don't break through their ceiling. Number 1 is their fear of something new. Number 2, they're in denial. Number 3, we have limiting beliefs. I can't do something. That's a limiting belief. We all have self-talk. We all have self-talk that keeps us from going to a new place. And how do you think self-talk impacts people, Paul?
Oh, I think it's huge. I mean, the way your thoughts, the way you speak to yourself is kind of who you are. And I think you got to realize if you're out there trying to be an achiever, you're going to run into roadblocks. But it's important that voice in your head is positive and leading you in the right direction. It's important.
Yeah, we control that. It's a choice.
You're right. It's a choice.
Absolutely.
And that comes with your environment also.
Absolutely. Yeah. Number 4 of the 5 things that keep people from breaking through their ceiling is we're unwilling to learn. There is no excuse today to learn new things. You've got TED Talks, you've got YouTube, you've got the internet. Everything you want to know can be found on the internet. So it's more of, are you willing to learn and change?
Well, that gets back to being coachable.
Absolutely.
That's something when I bring somebody into our company, are they willing to learn? Are they coachable? Are they out there looking to get better? And it's an important thing. And if you're not coachable, you're going to hit your ceiling, and you will not go to that next level.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. So number 1 was fear of something new. Number 2, you're in denial that you have something to change. Number 3, we have limiting beliefs. Number 4 was you're unwilling to learn. And number 5, you're unwilling to change. Now, sometimes we have to learn in order to change, but it's behaviors, things we know we need to do, but we're choosing not to change.
And we all have the same problems. We're all the same. We're all human. We're going to make mistakes, but every one of those issues that you brought up, I guarantee we've all been involved. And there's only one way, and that's to get up every day with the right attitude. Are you coachable? Are you willing to learn? Are you willing to change? That'll help you get to that next ceiling, and that's what we're here for.
Absolutely. So our audience, as an achiever, identify which of those behaviors is keeping you from breaking through your ceiling. I want you to write it down, circle it, star it, but I also want to challenge you to think about all of the ceilings that you have already broken through. So not just what's holding you back, but what are the ceilings that you've broken through as an achiever? Because that's what we're going to share. We're going to share stories. We're going to have guests that are going to share all kinds of great experiences.
Yeah, and it's important to realize, Monte and I've built a financial company, I've had a promotional company, and also a real estate company. And so are we experts at it? We've been there. We've done it. We've failed. We've succeeded.
We've broken through.
But
we all have another ceiling.
We have another ceiling, and we have a lot more ceilings we want to go through. Hopefully you want to join us. I know you've worked with several different businesses throughout the United States. I don't know how many states you're working now, but I know, Monte, you've been doing it for 27 years. You have a wealth of information. I think with the achievers that want to join us, and the awareness we can build, I think it's unlimited what we can do.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely. Yeah. I want to share just a brief story of how I've broken through a ceiling, and I want to ask you to do the same. I chose a number of years back to write a book, and that was a huge ceiling that I had to break through. And the ultimate product was pulling profits out of a hat, and that is the end product. But before I wrote a word, I decided I wanted to make it a bestseller on USA Today, Wall Street Journal, and the ceilings that I had to break through was around maximizing my resources, making sure that I talked to the right people. I had to talk to agencies. I had to talk to publishers. I had to talk about marketing in ways that I've never marketed before. I had to think about writing the book, from how do you tell the story throughout the whole book so that somebody will want to read it and to actually finish the book, not just buy the book. We want somebody to read it. And so there's all kinds of ceilings that I had to grow and change and learn in myself. And that was a part of it is I had to spend more money. So it was an investment of where can I go and what's the big picture, the long term. So I had to break through some beliefs of, is this really a good thing for me? And absolutely, I chose yes. It's been a roller coaster ride of some good things, some challenging things, but it is all about, I bet I broke through 10 or 12 different ceilings through that process of interacting with people, to mindset, to spending money, to just thinking big picture. So it's been a crazy ride, but it's been so much fun once I broke through it, because I knew it was my next level in my career. And actually today, launching a podcast is breaking through another ceiling for us.
Yes. What a great example, Monte. And I've been in the same situation where going to that next level it's been a challenge. And probably my biggest breakthrough has been realizing it's about people. Understanding people with the same core values and the same vision that are driven by goals. you get those people together in the right chemistry, you can do about anything. Before, I was the type of guy, if there's a job to get done, I got it done. You give me a to-do list, I knock it off. But I realized to really scale and to build something, you got to have people. Yeah, I don't care how big of a product you have. If you want to scale that business, it's going to take the people and the right kind of people with the right attitude and the right temperament, the right mental you have to have. You just have to have them. And it took me years to figure that out, but it is probably my biggest breakthrough at this point.
Absolutely. And it takes people. And that's why our show, What's Your Ceiling, we're going to be interviewing people every week from different walks of life to talk about health, family, and business and things that they have broken through and even ceilings that they're currently facing.
Yeah, and we have one, Dr. Deming, who's considered one of the top cancer doctors in the Midwest. They even named a floor after him at Mercy Hospital. But he talks about, which is unique, and what he preaches is joy. Every day, just joy. And he puts it in a way that I've never seen another human being. And he's going to be a great guest, I believe, coming up. We also have Tim Nugent, who went from a Pabst Blue Ribbon #1 beer salesman out of college to building a Fortune 500 company. Unbelievable story. And we also have Doug, that you've worked with and built from zero to over $32 million in revenue, and looking to go to another ceiling. I believe you're looking at $50 million. So we have some unbelievable achieving people that are going to join us in this podcast. We'd love to have you join us and contribute. And I don't know any better way to say it than we're looking forward to this journey.
Absolutely. We want to encourage each of you, our achiever, to join us every week to watch new episodes, learn from us, learn from our guests, and hopefully one day you'll be a guest too. We'll look forward to seeing you on our next episode.